Hello everybody, and welcome to HalfBeard's HUD's Heads Up. Today we have Path of Exile, or the beta of it anyways. A new kind of free-to-play Diablo-style game that's been quite popular on the web recently. As you can see, I've already got a character, and we'll jump into that in a sec, but why don't I show you the character classes. First off, you got what I am, you got the Templar, mix of power and intelligence.
And bled for God.
Yeah, stuff.
I would have died for
You're Assassin-y guy, Shadow, Marauder, you big-ass warrior. You're Ranger, who shoots people. If she eventually comes...
Can't own a life. Not a deer's, not a rabbit,
Duelist.
not mine.
He had it coming.
Like how everyone's got a little bit of animation to do.
Simply because of his high birth.
And the Witch. Basically, the plot's kind of similar to kind of similar to something like Legends of Grimrock, where it's just a big prison island, and these are all exiles from the prison ship, and you just pick the one you want to be, and you get going, and you get dropped onto the prison island. And you're started to give tasks. Everything on this island raises from the dead. It's kind of fucked up. It's definitely got to look much more reminiscent of Diablo 2 than Diablo 3. And it kind of has that MMO look with this opening area, but it is... I mean, you can party up, but you can also play single player. You can just play it like a standard MMO. So why don't we go do that? Right. This way. And where are we going? Mudflats, that's right. We got some quests there. So I don't really know the premise of the game beyond, I guess you're trying to survive on this terrible island. There's a lot of character dialogue, and I'll be honest, I haven't read it all. It's a lot of dialogue. The big selling point with this game, though, is it's got a really robust leveling system. So, and that's done with two ways. So, it's your skills, which are actually gems you put on your items. You can see them all here. I've got a fireball. Got this electricity blast, and I've got a ice burst thing. And those all level up as I kill enemies, as you can see there. Or maybe it might be as I do damage, but I think it's as I kill enemies. You can kind of see it up there. Yeah. As you can see, kind of gaining points. Basically, I think it's as you kill things with those items equipped. Once they level up, once they fill up their bar there, you can level them up so they'll do more damage and stuff like that. Neat little system. The other way the leveling is robust is the fact that you're not allocating skill points so much. What you're doing is whenever you level up, you're able to pop a point onto the massive skill tree, which is basically the sphere system from Final Fantasy X. You start off in one of the positions here, and then kind of branch out as far as you can to hit all the levels. So just going back down to me. And this is kind of where all your stats come from. Like, I can give myself more strength by choosing one of those ones, or more interesting things along those paths. For instance, I've given myself melee damage. Why don't we drop a point into... I use a lot of one-handed damage. A lot of one-handed weapons. It's like having a shield, so we'll drop a point into there. And you just keep building it up until you start getting, these interesting abilities. And then eventually you can kind of branch yourself all the way to like down here where you're getting, mage and duelist abilities and stuff like that, and all sorts of crazy cool shit like that. So that's neat. It's a really cool skill system. Definitely, took one of the better parts of one of the better Final Fantasy games and kind of put it to work in a place where I think it could be used well. All right, what am I doing? I'm killing robobirds, and I'm gonna go put some holes in a wall. Oh, frame rate. Keep in mind it is an open beta, so it's not fully optimized yet, though it's definitely getting there. It sounds like a good chunk of the content is in, and it sounds like a good chunk of the content is in. Most of the systems are in place. Like we're looking at what is not, maybe not the final build, but it's definitely closer to it. Oh, this is bad. So you also notice the potion system is interesting as well. So you're not buying or using kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like disposable potions. You're never running out of potions. The way it works is you buy potion bottles, and then as you kill enemies, those bottles fill back up. Like as you saw, I cleared that. Now it's got stuff in it again. and you can find better and better, bottles to essentially equip. It's a neat idea. Also, there's no money in this game. You'll notice I'm not, like, you know, money's not dropping everywhere. That's because the entire game works on a barter system. When you go to sell your loot, the people will trade you other items for the items you give them. Normally, the items you'll get are these things here. Portal scrolls, which are portal scrolls, you know, hometown portal, identify scrolls. But you'll also get orbs of magic and orbs of alteration, which will add new magic properties or make a non-magic item magic. So that's kind of neat. And you'll get like components to make those items, and it's an interesting system. It's certainly a neat take on the ARPG kind of system. I also notice that all my gear kind of looks like shit. And from what I've heard, that's not just because I'm kind of low in the game. It's interesting. You're you know, shipwreck, so all your stuff kind of looks like the crap you'd find in a shipwreck. You know, rusted helmet. Look at this ugly, corroded like chunk of a ship as a tower shield. But apparently, as you go on, it doesn't get a ton better. From what I've heard, Michael's playing this game as well, and he's much farther than I am. And according to him, even where he is, he still looks like he got his armor by rummaging through a fucking dumpster. So you know. I think that's kind of I think that's kind of fitting into the game's milieu, but at the same time, it's because this game, as I said, is free to play, and the way they're making it free to play, all the gameplay stuff, that's all free. The game itself is, you know, 100% free to play. But if you want to look all pretty, you gotta spend yourself a little money. Oh, fish code gauntlets! I don't have those. By opening up my transactions tab and buying a bunch of, just opening up my browser to the side, buying a bunch of item effects, animations, custom content, skill effects, but just like visual effects, pets. You can buy some account features. I'm assuming that's like more character slots, and you do that all by essentially buying a you know, whatever you want to call them, Path of Exile points. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to play this game on a strictly gameplay level, you can do that for 100% free. If you want things to look a little prettier, that's also something you can do. That said, I kind of like the ugly look of this game. I think it fits the genre. All right, I have another quest up here, so let's go do that. This game looks quite nice too. Like it's maybe not exactly as high fidelity in a lot of ways, like in terms of sheer polygons. I don't even know what to talk about there. Maybe it doesn't look just quite as super shiny as Diablo 3 did, or even Torchlight 2. But it has its own kind of very interesting look to it that I think has kind of been lost from modern gaming. This kind of very drab, very angry, ugly look that works really well. Ugh. When you die, you resurrect back to the main village. There's no respawning back where you died, which kind of sucks. Gotta walk your ass back there, but whatever.
So you opened the tidal passage and lived to tell the tale.
All right.
Forgive me if I don't see.
So this is how you get new spells, essentially. You'll get these gems that all contain different spells. Let's see what we got here. Decoy totem. Shield charge. What's this? Charge an enemy, bashing it with character shields, stunning it. I could use a good AoE effect. Ooh. Raise a zombie minion. Shit, yeah, zombie minions. Go with that. Alright. Great. And we'll sell some items. So I actually want to keep that. Oh, I can wear that now. Hold on. Okay, so hold on a second. We gotta here for a second. I don't want to lose my gem on this. Because you can take gems out and reslot them and stuff, thank God. Otherwise, you'd be losing stuff real quick. Okay, and then we're gonna take this. Put on the better item. Alright, so this is the way it works. You put down the crap you want to sell, and as you can see, up here, it's giving me shards and scraps and fragments that will eventually combine to make better items. Oh crap. Uh-oh. Another thing I've got to re-equip. Alright, I'll work on that later. Now this made of glass flask. I actually could use that. Alright, so as you can see, I've gotten a bunch of chunks here. I've got a scroll of wisdom, and I've got some transmutation shards, and those will add on to my current stack, and then once the stack hits 20, I get a full transmutation orb. You can see an orb augmentation there. It's an interesting system. And then when you buy things, it's the exact same way, where, you know, let's say I wanted to buy this Driftwood Mall, I have to give him a scroll of wisdom for it. Definitely a different kind of system, but it works, and it's kind of a... It kind of makes a lot more sense, I think, in the context of this fantasy world. Let's identify that. Catalyze me in my slash. Ooh, the spell's frozen to shield. That sounds great. Nice. Those all sound awesome. And, get another fragment. Great. Okay, then. Why don't we jump back out to... I guess we have to go back to the fetid pools. That's where my only quest is. I think, anyways. Double check. Quest is down here. What have I got? Breaking some eggs. Dweller of the Deep. Oh, a giant... Let's go fight a giant crab. Giant enemy crabs are always fun. So thankfully the map is still intact, but the map is randomly generated kind of every time you re-enter the area. So, you know, you do get that kind of benefit, just like... But that's kind of, you know, what you expect from games like this these days. I do really like the leveling system in this game. I just think the... No, actually, I don't really have any complaints with the combat at all in this game. It's a really interesting... It has a really interesting flow to it. It's maybe a little... This game's a little tough. It's definitely not an easy game. You gotta do some grinding, and you gotta be prepared to die a lot. But, it works. There's also a hardcore mode if you're kind of into that sort of thing, where your character, once they're dead, they don't die entirely, but you just can't use them in hardcore mode anymore. They get shunted back to the default league, which is what normal characters are part of. Let's summon up my zombie. Maybe I gotta... How does this work? Minions have 18 maximum life. Raise a zombie to full... Why can't I do it? I'm pressing the E button. It says no. Maybe I gotta kill something first? Let's some health. Yeah, health is not regenerating, as you can see. You gotta actually keep watch over that. Oh, that's interesting. You break off their shells, but then you actually have to hit them a second time to break off their kill their bodies. That's neat. Cool enemy ideas there. It's good lighting too, as you can see. Hey, my zombie skills are ready to level up. There we go. Yeah, you gotta have an enemy dead. Says I can have 3 zombies, but I guess not. Alright. Ugh. Ugly ass looking Cthulhu monsters. Lightning! I love my lightning spell. It just sends off lightning balls in random directions.
My mana is spent.
Apparently my mana is spent. I'm kind of curious where this light aura is coming from. My filthy hobo man doesn't exactly look like he's got a lamp on him. Ooh, magic item. Alright, so yeah, Path of Exile. It's pretty neat. I don't really have much else to say about the game, but let's keep playing, because I want to see Giant Enemy Crab, and I'm pretty sure you guys do too. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you guys are probably interested in seeing Giant Enemy Crab. Form of transportation. That's good as money. Oh, frame rates all over the place. I know there's probably a lot of playing this right now. A lot of people playing this right now because there's a server maintenance going on soon. So everyone's trying to get their fix in before the servers go down. I have no clue if I'm going the right way. Also, if you're wondering how to get at this game, just go to pathofexile.com. It's in open beta right now, so you can just jump in if you feel like it. I don't think they've given a firm date for release, but it's free to play, so basically releases whenever we feel like saying no, whenever we feel like taking the word beta off our website. Basically, for all intents and purposes, it's out now. I mean, realistically. You can go spend money on their thing. You can, you know, you can play through a good chunk of the game. I don't think the end of the game is in yet. They said up to Act 3 is currently in place. But enough that you could play through a good chunk of it and then start a new character and really get, you know, enjoy yourself. Which I consider good enough. There we go. Giant Enemy Crab will be in here. Oh, I got all frozy. I got all frozen. Ugh. Nothing like clicking on things repeatedly. Hey, another level up. Great. Well, what do we level up here? Oh, my raised zombie gem. Great. Love my zombies. My zomboos. Get them all up. Yeah, I can raise 4 zombies now. Or 3. I don't know. Whatever. I can raise zombies. And let's see what I got over here. Ugh. Elemental damage, area of effect radius, or more intelligence. Let's upgrade my intelligence. Let's see if the AI is smart enough to path these zombies along this narrow corridor. Hey, look, that was great. Man, more Cthulhu sperm. Gotta kill all these Cthulhu sperms. Anything over here? Probably not. Seeing corpses, that's probably a good sign. Ugh. The party button is right below my lightning spell. Hey, my fat ass fingers keep hitting stuff. Good weapon variety in this game too. You've got rapiers and normal swords and hatchets and two-handed weapons and bows and all sorts of good shit. And the only restriction on stuff, it's not a class-based thing. It's all kind of determinate on your stats. So while my guy here, he's not going to get to use a rapier anytime soon because his dexterity is dog shit. He will eventually be able to use a rapier, even though his class isn't really supposed to use them, because eventually I'll hit that point on the sphere grid. Sorry guys, that's what it is. Where he'll get some dexterity boost and therefore be able to quit basic rapiers. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice malleable system, which I definitely enjoy that idea. And of course you'll also get armor kind of working in the same fashion, though it being a lot more kind of equipable between everybody. That said, there are definitely kind of trade-offs that you want to kind of focus on depending on how you're playing. You know, some armor's all about armor, actual like, you know, armor rating. Some of it's got a mix of armor and an evasion rating. So whether you want to, how you want to work it is all going to be up to you. And then of course magic effects, the standard loot system. I mean, from the looks of it, it works on the standard kind of, you know, rare, magic, legendary kind of system in terms of loot. So that's great. We're all used to that. Ugh. Keep getting frozen by these dumb crustacean snipers. Alright. I will eventually find my way to this. Are you giant enemy crab? You're just. Oh yeah, this is. That's not. Oh no, I wouldn't call that giant. That's pretty big, I guess. I am disappointed by giant enemy crab. It's more just slightly oversized giant enemy crab. That is maybe roided out enemy crab.
I am no beast of burden.
Basically, don't let me making him carry a bunch of shit. Ooh, I don't need that. I don't need that either. Actually, that one's magic. What did I pick up? Identified. Drop that shit. Oh, did I not? I'll hold on to that, but I will pick up the jade hatchet because that's got magic properties. Chainmail tunic. Oh yes, you also get energy shield, which is, you know, magic defense. Forgot about that. So that's great. How do I get out of here? I gotta walk back out, don't I? Yep. There's not gonna be a transporter dish or whatever. Yeah, that's. Oh no, I got that. I got town portal scrolls. I forgot. It's like that would have been silly to wander all the way back out just when I could have done that. All right, I killed the boss. You were overhyping, man. Give me something good.
Granddaddy Crab. Pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves.
Do I not get? Oh, I got a skill point. That's actually probably better than any items you would have given me. To be absolutely frank. The one thing I think this game is missing is I think the shop interface, for as much as I like the barter system, it's not as put that on actually. It's not as user friendly as it could be. Moving everything over one item at a time kind of sucks, and I haven't really found a way. If there is one, I feel like there must be. There isn't a way to just like shift click everything over. Like that's not doing anything. And that I think that would have been a really good idea. Just I mean, it's not like you have a ton of inventory space, but just expediting this process so you can get back to the beating things up fun. It would have been great. All right, let's take a look at my world panel. So clear the fetid pool of any other monsters. Let's go do that. But first, why don't we drop another point? Why don't we drop a point into... What's that? Grab that, so we can eventually grab that. And we'll probably finish this off fairly soon. Just want to put that on. And we'll go try the fetid pool again. And if I die, I die, and we'll call this a day. Alright, back up to the fetid pool. Hey, my zombies came with me. Hey, zombie. Is 3 my max still? Yeah. Man, I love pet classes. I love having a squadron of minions running around behind me, just wrecking shit up. Oh, I guess I never mentioned kind of how you actually play the game in terms of controls. It's all working very basically with just essentially QWERTY and the number keys. So your number keys are your potions up here, and then QWERT is your action hotkeys, along with mapping stuff to the buttons here. My middle mouse button is kind of a shitty middle mouse button. It doesn't like to click very well, so I always take stuff off of it. Yeah, you know, nicely just kind of one-handed system. Works well enough. Press tab for the map. Oh, I ran into a boss right away. That's great. I killed him. That's a great thing. Means I won't die so easily. It's basically just the game, especially when you're playing a more pet class like I am, it's so much more about essentially just managing your potions. Grab everything that's got a color to it. You also notice they have the colors beside it here. That's showing you what gem slots you can pop in there, and more importantly, it's showing you if they're linked. Because if slots are linked like that, they actually get a bonus of some sort. I don't remember exactly what that bonus is, but it kind of buff each other up. So, yeah. This is Path of Exile. It's free right now. I imagine it will remain free as their whole business model is working on, sorry, frame rate drop. Their whole business model is working on free-to-play stuff, so you can go pick this up now with no real problems off pathofexile.com. Microtransactions seem to be the way to go, so you can probably get away with paying absolutely nothing with this game. Again, as I said earlier, it is an open beta, and will be for the foreseeable future, but it is definitely in a nice, easy, playable state right now, so go check it out. As always, I've been your host, HalfBeard, and until next, and this has been Path of Exile, and until next time, we're out.